you, Nick? It's begun, obviously, but still fragile.
I'm going to start out, Stuart, with the Jerusalem Post, and it has a front-page story about Netanyahu's statement as the truce came into effect, and it's saying that the military operation has ended. The election campaign has begun. I was pretty staggered by that, actually. The comment there in that paper, the Jerusalem Post, is that Netanyahu has walked a difficult tightrope in this conflict. He wants to be seen now in his election campaign as tough but responsible, and definitely not as the dirty Harry of the Middle East, charged with the Middle East's most powerful army.
Now, another Israeli paper claiming that Hamas retains the upper hand here.
Well, this is in Ynet News, which is the website for Yediot Aronot, and it's saying, listen now, the truth must be told. What is really happening is that it's Hamas who will decide as this lull in the conflict lasts. The quote there that stood out for me was that Israelis are expecting their prime minister and the defense minister to let Israelis live in peace now. The fact is, it is a shame that that will not happen. The height of the flames will be decided in Gaza, that piece says, and so far it points out there, Hamas has not blinked, it has not waved a white flag.
What about the Arab press?
Well, I turned to the Arab paper based in London, Al Hayat, and it's got this piece called Israel's Aggression and Egypt's Truce. It's arguing the Muslim Brotherhood government in Cairo is the winner at this point. President Mohamed Morsi's name gained momentum as the source of a solution, and the importance of Israel is all the more, Stuart, because Egypt will be the guarantor of this truce.
And that seems to be the verdict in the UK and The Guardian, at least, as well, doesn't it?
The same thing. We've got the same title there. In the headline, if we go to it on The Guardian, saying Egypt's president, there you can see it, is the biggest winner. The quote there is that the Islamist leader has juggled sympathy for Hamas with Egypt's strategic interest to produce a breakthrough that enhances his role as a regional player. Now, that in dramatic contrast to the overthrown Hosni Mubarak.
OK, well, let's have a change of pace now from Nick. He's pulled out a science piece. This is about yawning in the womb. What on earth is this about?
Well, I was in the pages of The Guardian. I saw this as well in that paper. Absolutely amazing. Just look at that photo. It's extraordinary. Now, science makes advances each day, and the latest thing that researchers have come up with, that in fact a baby's yawns in the tummy during birth could actually help doctors monitor the normal development of children in the womb. And unborn babies apparently yawn less nearer their birth. So this is actually just a way of monitoring the development of the brain in a way. Also, in terms of sheer wow factor this morning, I saw this in The Independent, also in the UK. Get this, Stuart. China, look at that, is to build the world's tallest building in 90 days.
90 days?
It's incredible, isn't it? They're going to do 220 floors right into the sky, and it's going to be called Sky City. And it'll be built in Changsha, which is Mao Zedong's hometown, which is in southeast China, inland between Shanghai and Guangzhou. I don't know how they do that. With that bamboo scaffolding, it's pretty...
I was to say, I hope it stays up for longer than 90 days as well. And to end with, Nick, you're seeing... saw a piece in the Wall Street Journal. Say what? French TV in English.
Say what? It's a kind of franglais gone mad, isn't it? There? You can see it. Say what? French TV in English. It's not about us, France 24. It's about a trend which is emerging about TV shows being made abroad in English for the world market. It's a way of competing with Hollywood. And the story begins there in the Wall Street Journal of a Paris cop going along to the Eiffel Tower. A supermodel's been pushed off the edge, and the biggest mystery is not why is she being killed, but why is he speaking in English?
Exactly. Perfect stuff. All right, Nick, thanks very much. Merci beaucoup. Nick Rushworth, the International Papers on France 24. Let's bring you the latest news headlines then, as we were telling you just before.